My name is Linda Davies. I moved to Whistler in 1997 full-time. I had been living in Vancouver. I was in the advertising industry. I love it here. If you ask me about my favorite color, it's really difficult, and here's why. This is like coming into a candy store every single morning. And when I mix the colors together, it's just like magic. So it's really difficult to say my favorite color is, because it changes every time I look at the glass. It's really fun to mix the stuff together. And you know, the interesting part, when I make the glass beads, I make them in a series. I'll sit down and I'll do, today is olive green and red with a flash of metallic blue. But when I'm working, when I'm selling at the farmer's market, people will come along and they'll pick up random beads and they'll put together color combinations that I hadn't thought of. And all of a sudden it's boing! That's incredible. And so I'm off on a different tangent. So my favorite color is all of them. Well, you know, when I came up to Whistler, I thought that I would recapture my youth. I would teach skiing again. I would be the hottie on the hill, until I discovered that the average age was 22. And they could still really go fast. So I saw an ad in the paper, make glass beads. And I've always loved glass. So I went down to this lady's garage and went through about 2 weeks of burning my fingers off and popping glass all over the place, and just discovered I loved it. I had the studio built a month later. And it's just been smooth sailing ever since. Every time I look out the window, it's new inspiration. I love living in the mountains. So that's the core motivation. But there's a great community of artists up here. Some of them are just starting out. Some of them have been here for a long time. But it's one of the most sharing communities. It's terrific in that respect. Everybody talks to everybody else. There's a lot of collaboration going on in the valley. So it's all feedback for what you are doing personally. They are magic. When you're making the bead, you make a little baby bead first, and then you can either put pattern or different colors onto that baby bead. Then you start making it bigger and bigger, and then you put more pattern onto it, and then you can encase it, and then you can put colors and patterns on the top. And you can look into the bead. It's like looking into a world. It's really cool.